Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to Whimsical Crochet. This is Ashley and today I am going to be reviving the Amigurumi book tag. So if you are not aware, Crystal from Kawaii Crochet created the Amigurumi book tag probably about 3 months ago. And I did not have my channel at the time, so I just binge watched tons of amigurumi book tag videos, and I was obsessed. But now here I am, I have my channel, and I thought I would share with you guys the amigurumi books that I have acquired over the past, I want to say, I started really crocheting in September of last year. So I have these books. Now, it's not a lot necessarily compared to some. I'm looking at you, Shannon from the Spoony Stitcher. 50-something? Whoa! But I do have 12. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to go over with you guys today, and I will cover that with you. So if you have not seen Crystal's video about the amigurumi book tag, I will link that down below. She goes over everything that is in it, all the questions, so if you are interested in participating in this, even though it's a few months late, definitely do so. I was not tagged for any reason whatsoever, but I really want to do this because it's going to prepare you, my viewers, for the little thing I've got planned that has to do with this jar, which I will explain briefly at the end and do a totally different video. So let's begin. First question, how many books do I have? I've already answered that. That is 12. And then how many have I made something from? Not many. So let's see. No, yes, no, kind of. Have I made something from this? I don't think so. No, yes, no, yes, no. So that is 4. I have had of the 12 books, actually, if you think about that, like percentage-wise, 1/3 of the books I have made something from. So I'm gonna say that's a win. So I have 4 books that I will start with that I have actually made things from, and I will go over the last group once I'm done with these. So the first book is, of course, the Whimsical Stitches book. This book is everywhere, I believe, on YarnTube, CrochetTube. This book is a lot of people's first crochet books, and this was mine. So this is Whimsical Stitches, a Modern Maker's Book of Amigurumi Crochet Patterns by Lauren Espy. And I have made 3 items from this book. I have 2 of them back here. So I have made, oh, one's a spoiler. This guy, he is a cactus planter featuring pearls, a little cactus up here, a little round guy here, and some little fingers, all done up in the tweed yarn, which I like to use for dirt. That tweed yarn is from Michaels, by the way. And then this one is a spoiler for my finished objects for this coming Friday, but I did finally finish the duck. His eyes are a little too small, but that's okay. And I put his wings on wrong, like not even. But this is the problem with me in sewing things. I sew them on wrong, no matter what I do. Even I glued these on and they looked right, and for some reason it shifted in sewing because I sewed like a little dab of hot glue on there just to kind of keep it in place while I was sewing, and it still shifted. I'm hopeless completely. Anyway, so the mallard ducky, and then I also made, and I will show you a picture of it This guy. And there's Jellyfish, which I can show a picture over here for you guys of the finished one that I made as an ornament for a coworker over the holiday season. So let's see, any tips or thoughts about the book? This book is hugely beginner friendly. I find this to be very easy to follow. I want to do a full video book review on this book. I know they're everywhere, but maybe you want to see my opinions. Let me know down below if you want to see my opinions on Whimsical Stitches and my personal experience with this book, as well as a flip through. I'm speaking faster than my brain. So there's this one. And what made me buy this book? So this was me looking, I was at the bookstore and I was just looking for crochet books, amigurumi, and this was the only one that was there. I think at the time that really suited what I wanted, and so that's the one I picked up. Worked out. The next one is A Crochet World of Creepy Creatures and Cryptids by Riki Gustafsson, the founder of Crocheted by Riki. So there's a lot of like creepy, cute little guys in here, and yes, I have made one item from this book. I've made him. I made this little guy for my husband. He likes aliens and stuff. Any tips? So I don't remember. I feel like this was fairly easy to follow through. He's a fairly easy pattern, and I actually like... Now, did I put the arms on a specific way differently than what they... So, some reason, I think the arms get single crocheted into the body as you're going in the round, I think. So that was different for me, and for some reason it's causing him to have a perpetual, just sort of standing out like that. I might tack him down. I don't know, but my husband seems to like him and he's cute. What made me buy the book? So I think I got this as a gift from my husband. And I figured he got this book for me because he wanted me to make him this. He also wants me to make him a like blue and black one of these like little space sci-fi guys. I have not done that yet, but I do plan on it, hopefully. The next book let's move to this book. This book is Crocheted Succulents, Cacti, and Other Succulent Plants to Make. I don't know, is this amigurumi? I have a lot of succulent books. My cat's coming in to say hello. She can't handle being alone and left out. So she's probably going to hop up here and get in the way. Anyway, so we've got Crocheted Succulents, Cacti, and Other Succulent Plants to Make. I, like I was saying, I don't know if this is amigurumi, but it is three-dimensional amigurumi, that you stuff, things that you stuff. So I did make one item out of here. And that is this guy. This is, I believe, what was this one called? So this is the pattern that I use, and it's called the Ball Cactus. There's no pattern on here now. So it's called the Ball Cactus from Crocheted Succulents, and this is by Emma Varnum. And this was on my wish list, and I actually ended up buying this one myself just because I wanted to make something a little bit more aesthetic that would look good anywhere. So I got that. Now the tip and thought I have is that this is written in UK terminology, so that if you do see a double crochet, it means single crochet. That is one thing. Also, there's a lot of different patterns in here that use a lot of funny yarns that I don't, one, either have, or two, I'm too scared to use. Because I'm not scared, but I just don't feel like tearing my hands apart using the scrubby stuff. But it is on my list because there's some on here that I very, very much want to do and use. So I will definitely, hopefully, be making more from here. And then along the same vein, the Crochet Cactuses. This one is by Sarah Abondio. 16 woolly succulents to make for your home. Similar. Now, I say I made something out of here, but that's only because I made a dirt base that goes in like one of these little terracotta pots. I've not actually made any of the cactuses proper, but I have made one base from here. One thing I like is that it gives you both UK and US terminology. So I like how inclusive that is. So, for example, with the soil bases, you might have to just like go by eye, because depending on your little pot that you use, the options may be too small or too large. So she's got all the way up from the largest size she offers a pattern for is large, 5 inches or 13 centimeters, and it goes all the way down to smallest, which is a 2 1/4 inch or 5.5 centimeter option for soil bases. But that is all I made, is the soil base, with every intention of making one of the other cactuses in here. I just have not gotten around to it yet. And that is mostly because I'm using cotton yarn and I am not enjoying the process of using cotton yarn. But that is why I have not made anything further from this book. Now, moving on to the books I have not yet. Oh, wait, I didn't tell you why I bought this. I think this was a gift. No, I feel like this was actually something I purchased on Amazon. It was pretty cheap at the time, like one of those, like, it was $10 or something, maybe. Yeah. It's US price is $9.95. So maybe I just bought it on a whim because it was cheap and I want to add to my Crochet Cactus book library. Next we have Hooked on Amigurumi by Melanie Morita. This book is so cute. I want to do almost all of the patterns in this book. So, yes, I have not done anything on here. Any thoughts on this book that I haven't made anything from? No, not yet. I just haven't made anything in it yet, and I'm going to. Because look at how cute this stuff is in this book. I want to make all of them. I want to make almost everything in this book. Next book. This is the second Crochet Amigurumi book that I purchased. And that is Mini Kingdom by Olka Novitska. And this book, I got it at Michael's. And the reason why I haven't done anything with this book is because it intimidates me. Everything in here looks extremely hard. And it's all in very small yarn, so I'm probably, when I do make something from this, I'm probably just going to use a regular 4 weight worsted weight, and it'll just be a little larger. But I think it'll just be better for me if I work with a yarn I'm comfortable with on a more complicated pattern and go from there. And maybe once I try one of these smaller, I want to do this cat. Once I do one of these other patterns, maybe it won't be so scary and I'll try one of these more human-like ones. But I'm just looking at this, like this guy's hair. This does not look like a good time. This looks annoying. But I love the aesthetic of these. I love the style of these, and that's why I picked this up. Also, can we talk about this unicorn and how much it needs to be made? How much I need to make this unicorn. Yes. So, my thoughts is just I have not picked it up because I am scared. I'm scared. So the next book I have is, it seems like it's one of those, like, it almost feels like it's like an indie print from Amazon. I did buy this on Amazon. It's Adorable Fruits and Vegetables to Crochet. This is by Mary Clays. Delicious decorations for your table. So what I like about this is that it's very realistic and very, like, a lot of attention to detail. There's no, like, kawaii eyes or safety eyes on these. This is just fruits and vegetables, and I really liked that. So I did pick this up. This was not tried anything in here yet, but I'm excited to give it a shot. I like how the beginning of the book shows you all the pictures of all the different items. So I could like flip through this and just show you everything in here. and not be scared that I'm showing you a pattern. Look at this cauliflower. I want to make this cauliflower. This looks so cool. That's so cool. So I don't have much of an opinion on this one just yet, but information on this coming soon. Has to do with all these books. All right. The next book, Kawaii Crochet by Melissa Bradley. 40 super cute crochet patterns for adorable amigurumi. This book I have not done anything with, except I did spill Diet Coke all over it. Let me tell you, that was depressing. I had taken almost an entire roll of paper towels and layered each paper towel between each page, like a piece of paper towel between each page, to try and dry this out without it sticking together and warping. I feel like I did a pretty good job, actually. But you can see Diet Coke spilled all over it, and it was a really sad day. It was a really sad day. So I have not done anything in here yet. It looks like it's probably pretty beginner friendly. I can't see why it wouldn't be, but each pattern, each book, each section is actually divided up by color. So that's an interesting way of doing it. And there is a cute method to determining the challenge rating of them. I believe it, like, is the clouds it? Yes. So she's got little clouds that to tell you how difficult something is. So like a little peaceful looking cloud, easy cloud, and then intermediate looks like he's having a hard time. But I thought that was super cute. I love the aesthetic of the book, the colors, everything about this. I just have not made anything except for a mess of it. Boo-hoo. And along the same lines, I do have Kawaii Crochet Garden. Now, this is not the actual book. I know that this does come out as a book, but this looks like it was more of a magazine publication that I found in the magazine section of my local bookstore. So I had to pick this up. It's like all paper, so it's not like the same texture of paper or anything like that, but it was like a magazine in the magazine section. But it is the exact contents of the actual book that does exist. Again, it is also split up by color of each different flower. There's things here that are not there's patterns that are not just flowers. And then the cute method of determining difficulty is little seeds, little bulbs. So we got a little easy bulb and all the way up to a sprouting bulb. The one reason why I haven't done anything is that there's a lot of floral wire in here, and floral wire intimidates me. For some reason, adding floral wire to my crochet is a little intimidating and nerve-wracking for me, only because I'm afraid that I'm going to screw it up. The next book is Mini Amigurumi Birds, 25 Tiny Flying Birds to Crochet. This is a cute little book that I received as a gift. I've not made anything in here yet, of course, but there are some things in here that I very much want to make. This is cool. You can see all of the different things. My only concern about this is that there is a bat. A bat is not a bird. A bat is not a bird. But anyway, the thing I like about this is it's small, but I'm probably not going to use small weighted yarn. For some reason, I don't think I like working with DK weight yarn, mostly because I have to like hold it and it hurts my fingers working that small. So I'll probably work a little bigger and see what size it is, but I do like the thought of using these for keychains. So if I can handle using a DK weight yarn, it might be worth it. Two more. Next is a like self-published like book that I got on Amazon called Not Monsters Potted Plants Edition, 12 Amigurumi Crochet Patterns by Michael Cow. Now I think you can get like an ebook version of this, but you can also order it as a physical bind up on the on Amazon. The stuff in here is very cute. The one thing I would say is that layout and aesthetics are a little bit lacking, but I think it's because it's mostly meant for Kindle, and the actual display, I can't really show you much because the way it's laid out, it's like pictures with all of the patterns, and you wouldn't really understand what I mean until you saw the full layout. But there are a bunch of cute patterns here. You can see them. Cute little little pots with faces. And I almost made something from this, but I have not made something from it just yet. But he's actually got a lot of fun patterns. He's got cactus garden, pink animals, balloon animals, organs, sports, chemistry, and sushi. I believe he's a dentist. Well, he's got a picture of him looking all dentisty with a little dentist, little tooth, amigurumi tooth. So, maybe. But there's that one. And last but not least, we have Crochet Cafe by Lauren S.B. She's the one that did Whimsical Stitches, I believe. So this is her other book. And let me tell you, I don't know why I have not made anything from this book. This book, I want to say, is probably one of my most favorite, aesthetically speaking, when it comes to amigurumi books. This book is like a little menu. It's like set up like a little menu, at like a little cookbook kind of. Instead of making like actual food, you're making amigurumi with her recipes, you could say. And I love it. Don't know why I have not made anything from this yet. It is sad. If it's anything like her Whimsical Stitches book, I know it's going to be fantastic. But once I make something from it, I can give you further updates. And that goes for all of the books I just went over that I have not made anything from. My goal is to make a bunch of stuff from each book, and then eventually be able to do a full flip through without patterns showing, as well as a good review of how I experienced the book as a confident or almost intermediate, but definitely still advanced beginner when it comes to amigurumi. So look forward for those. They will be on the channel sometime soon. Well, not soon necessarily, but as time goes, you will have more book reviews from me. But I will start with Whimsical Stitches because I have made a few things from it and I feel comfortable enough to review it. So that concludes my amigurumi book tag. That is 12 books that I have acquired, and I will be acquiring more, I can almost assure you. I've got plenty in my wish list on Amazon, so as the money comes in, it will go out and I will get a book in the mail. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is part of the reason why I wanted to revive the amigurumi tag for my channel is because I plan on doing a TBR, or that's the book version, a TB whipped jar. And in here is every pattern from, as I just hit myself with a book, every pattern that I want to do from every one of these books that you saw. I wrote on a piece of paper. And they're all in here. I want to say there's over 200. Now, I will do a separate video detailing exactly how I want this challenge of mine to go, and what I did and everything, so that if you guys want to do one of these jars yourself, I will tell you how I did it and give you some ideas for if you want to do it. But basically, yes, all these books that you just saw, I took almost every pattern in all of them except for a couple books is now in here. So look forward to the video where I go over this a bit more in detail. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. And I look forward to seeing how this turns out, because this will help me work through these books that I have not worked through yet. And then I can say that I have worked through more than 4 of these books, and that would be amazing. Yes. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, please drop a like. If you want, say hello. Tell me which books you have in your collection or which of these books that you want in your collection down in the comments below. And if you like this video and want to see more, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Remember to be inspired and have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.